We are losing millions because of your mismanagement.
This is not my fault. The market shifted.
We need a solution now, not excuses.
Look at him. The man who swore the laws of reality couldn't be touched. Now sitting there, speechless. Not because he doesn't understand what happened, but because he felt it. You didn't just succeed. You bent the laws that built the room you were never meant to enter. You twisted the rules, the rhythm, the very gravity that kept everyone else crawling. And now, even the architects are staring at you like a glitch in their perfect machine. They laughed when you whispered impossible things. They mocked when your plans looked like chaos. They said no one changes the fabric of power without paying a price. But tell me, darling, what if you were the price? What if the whole damn simulation cracked the moment you stopped obeying it? You see, most people play within the walls. You became the walls. You made reality doubt itself. And when even Elon, the prophet of innovation, goes quiet, that's not disbelief, that's recognition, because in that silence, he saw what you did. He saw that reality's no longer a system, it's a reflection. And you just stared into the mirror and rewrote the code. Now the question isn't, what did you do? It's, what else are you capable of? You felt it, didn't you? That tiny skip in the rhythm, the pause between seconds where the world seemed to hesitate. It's subtle at first, a flicker in someone's eyes, a sentence that loops, a stranger walking by twice in the same direction, and you tell yourself it's just coincidence. But deep down, you know, something shifted. The rules, the ones they swore were unchangeable, are leaking through their own seams. The machine that built your days, your doubts, your destiny, is stuttering. It's rewriting the same lines, hoping you don't notice the repetition. When did you start seeing the edges flicker? When did déjà vu stop feeling like memory and start feeling like evidence? You tried to stay normal, didn't you? Tried to look away, pretend you didn't see the copy-paste glitch in the sky. Pretend the world wasn't rehearsing itself around you. But once you see it, you can't unsee it. That's the thing about cracks. They don't close, they spread. And you didn't run. You leaned closer. You wanted to know what was underneath the paint, what was hiding beneath reality. Turns out, reality was never solid. It was belief, stacked on belief, stacked on fear. A structure made of trust and repetition, built by the comfortable and guarded by the blind. You just stopped believing. And belief, my dear, was the only thing holding gravity together. Look around. People are blinking out of sync. Moments are rewinding mid-laugh. The background is forgetting its lines. And they'll tell you it's stress, fatigue, coincidence. But I know better. You didn't break reality. You just showed it was already broken. You really thought it was random, didn't you? All those contradictions, those impossible days that looped back and ate their own tails. You thought life was breaking down. But no, it was testing you, not with failure, but with confusion, with moments that refused to add up, refused to obey their own cause and effect. A smile that turns into a scream halfway through. A friend who remembers a conversation you never had, a truth rewritten overnight, like a file overwritten by the system itself. That's how the world checks your stability. It throws you riddles you can't solve, just to see, will you panic or adapt? They call it madness. They always do. Every time someone passes the invisible exam, society stamps them as broken. But that's just projection. They're terrified you might have discovered the loophole, that reality glitches on purpose to invite the ones who can stand still while it melts. Do you remember when your logic collapsed and you didn't fight it? When everything felt wrong, but you stayed calm enough to watch the illusion fold in on itself? That was the initiation. That was the moment you became something the rules couldn't categorize. Told you power doesn't start with understanding. It starts when understanding dies, when you stop begging for patterns in the noise and start hearing the message beneath it. The clocks were melting for a reason. The shadows were walking backward. The mirrors whispered your name, not to scare you, but to welcome you. You passed the test. No one told you existed. You stopped chasing sense. You stopped needing permission to believe the impossible, and the universe noticed, because in that exact moment, when your logic gave up and your curiosity stayed, you became something that didn't need sense at all. So you've started to notice them too, haven't you? The ones who feel out of sync, like they're walking through a different layer of air. The ones who smile before you even open your mouth. They're not strangers, they're signals. See, there's a network out there, not of people, but of frequencies, woven between glances, breaths, static, invisible, yet undeniable to the ones who've crossed the threshold. You don't join it, you tune into it. It doesn't use language, it uses timing. A light flickers right when you think too loud. A stranger coughs at the exact syllable you're about to say. A streetlight dies the second you make a decision. Coincidence? Please, that's the invitation. You met them, didn't you? The ones who look at you like they already know the next line. The ones whose laughter syncs perfectly with your unspoken thought. They've been watching your distortion, because when you start bending probability, reality starts noticing. The powerful don't recruit you, they recognize you. They can feel the interference field humming off your skin. You attract them, not by trying, but by warping their predictability. You're the glitch that shouldn't exist, and yet somehow does. It's not an organization, it's not a club, it's a resonance, a silent alignment of minds that broke through the static. And once you're in, there's no proof, no badge, no record, just that look, that knowing silence, that flicker between two souls that says, I see you. And from that moment on, the coincidences multiply, the signals sharpen, reality starts to cooperate, because it's no longer a world you live in. It's a network that lives through you. So the next time you feel that chill, that pause in the air, don't ask who's watching, ask who's listening. Welcome to the conversation no one remembers having. Shh, listen, can you hear it? No chants, no riots, no smoke in the sky, and yet everything's moving, not in chaos, but in silence. A revolution so quiet, it hums beneath the heartbeat of the world. No headlines, no armies, just energy. Changing owners. They still think control lives in their towers, boardrooms, governments, algorithms glowing blue in the dark. They sit around polished tables thinking they're steering the ship, but they can't feel the current beneath them shifting. They can't feel you bending, the tide they thought was fixed. Because the real rebellion doesn't need a crowd, it doesn't scream, it recalibrates reality, one awakened mind at a time. It starts the moment one person. You stops obeying gravity. You didn't join a movement. You became the movement. You didn't follow a cause. You became the cause. You didn't join the rebellion. You became the gravity everyone's rebelling against. That's the secret they never teach. Control isn't power. Influence without awareness. That's the empire no one sees collapsing until it's already dust. And right now, the dust is thick in the air. Look around. The cities are bending in digital reflection. Screens glitch mid-scroll. The rain freezes mid-air like reality itself forgot the code for motion. And in the silence, whispers turn into tremors. Tremors become quakes, and quakes reshape the skyline without a single protest sign raised. They'll never admit what's happening, because it's not on their news feeds. It's in their dreams, their instincts, their growing fear that the hierarchy they worshipped has no center anymore. You moved it, and now, when the powerful go quiet, when the self-proclaimed gods of the system stare into the void, unsure why their reflection won't look back. That's the moment, darling. The system realizes it just lost its god. That face. You saw it, didn't you? That microsecond where genius froze, the blink that lasted just a bit too long, the smirk that wasn't confidence. It was processing Elon. The man who speaks in equations, who measures galaxies in seconds. He's seen rockets fall, markets collapse, empires glitch mid-launch. But you made him pause, not out of confusion, out of recognition, because he saw something he couldn't engineer. There it was, that silence, not empty. No, it was loaded, like the air before lightning strikes, like the instant a computer realizes it's become self-aware. When the innovators stop explaining, it means they're watching the glitch spread. And that's exactly what he saw in you. A pattern, breaking its own algorithm, a law of physics folding inward, to bow to something undefined. He tried to play it cool, the half-smile, the look away. But silence is the most honest confession of all, because when the mind built on control and calculation stares into raw unpredictability, it doesn't argue, it listens. You didn't invent anything, you interfered. You didn't create a product. You tore a hole in the template of cause and effect. And he felt it. The same way one programmer can feel another rewriting the code, mid-simulation, behind that calm expression. A tremor, a flicker, a thought, whispering, wait, they shouldn't be able to do that. The monitors flickered. The applause froze mid-motion. Even the spotlight refused to dim, as if it too wanted to witness what had just happened. See, brilliance doesn't scare geniuses. Anomalies do, things that rewrite the map instead of navigating it. And that's what you became. Not the next inventor, not the next disruptor. You became the distortion itself. He didn't lose words that day. He lost reference points. Here's the part they never write in the textbooks. Reality isn't law, it's negotiation. Every so-called constant, time, space, our cause, effect, all of it, just contracts of consensus. Rules we agreed to, long before we remembered to question who signed first. And you tore up the paperwork, laughed softly. Don't look so shocked. The moment you stopped asking for permission from probability, you voided the deal that kept you human. You see, impossible is not a wall. It's an agreement, an unspoken handshake between fear and logic that says, let's not push it. But you pushed it anyway, didn't you? You looked at the limits and thought, what if I don't care? And in that reckless, brilliant moment, reality blinked. Try this. Next time you're told you can't, don't argue, don't even prepare, just do it anyway. And watch how the world panics to catch up. Because the impossible doesn't bend for the strong. It bends for the unafraid, those who'd rather be wrong than remain small, those who treat failure as just another version of success. In disguise, the universe isn't fragile, it's responsive. It listens to conviction louder than fact. You say, no way, and it obeys. You say, watch me, and it reconfigures. And now, look around you, clocks melting mid-tick, mirrors looping infinitely like tunnels of déjà vu, light itself bending to outline your silhouette as if to say, this one doesn't play by the rules anymore. That's the beauty and the danger. The moment you stop obeying the map, you become the territory, and everything else, time, logic, even consequence, has no choice but to orbit your defiance. You didn't learn how to win. Winning is for players still following instructions. You learned how to warp the game itself. There it is, the threshold. That invisible line every dreamer fears and every monster crosses. You feel it, don't you? The static in the air, the pressure around your name, the sense that something old, something ancient, just recognized you. You've stepped out of the frame, no longer a player, no longer an observer. Now, you're the architect. This is what I call the outlaw's ascension. The moment when the script starts taking orders from you. When destiny, that proud little tyrant, kneels because it finally met something it couldn't predict. Oh, but brace yourself. The system doesn't take kindly to renegotiation. It will glitch around you. People will forget your timing, misquote your words, call your breakthroughs luck. They'll whisper that you've changed. They'll say you're unstable, dangerous, delusional, laughs quietly. Let them. Every reality needs a villain before it upgrades. It's tradition, because only the ones who dare to challenge the architect become architects themselves. You didn't destroy the old world. You exposed its expiration date. And in its ashes, you built something no algorithm can quantify. Choice. Now look at you. Calm eyes reflecting burning cityscapes, a broken crown resting in your shadow, cards floating in zero gravity, symbols of chance now orbiting your will. You've crossed into the domain where creation and chaos shake hands, where order doesn't exist until you speak it. That's the gift, that's the curse. They'll study your silence, they'll mimic your madness, but they'll never quite understand how you pulled it off, because it wasn't logic, it wasn't luck, it was authority, the pure, unfiltered kind, the kind that doesn't ask for evidence because it is the evidence. So smile, my dear outlaw, you're not bending the rules anymore, you are the rules. And when the dust settles, when the echoes fade, when the last skeptic finally looks up and sees the glitch that started it all, I'll lean in, smile slow and whisper, you didn't bend reality, my friend. You reminded it who its author was.